When Tesla first launched the Model Y, it wasn't just another electric SUV, it was a blueprint for the future. It combined everyday practicality with cutting-edge tech and the unmistakable Tesla flair. And now, in 2026, it's back, sharper, smarter, and more strategic than ever. But here's the real question. In a market flooded with new EVs from legacy automakers and tech-savvy newcomers, can the 2026 Model Y still lead the pack? Can a facelifted version of a bestseller redefine the game, or is this just a well-polished rerun of an old hit? Tesla calls this update Project Juniper, but this isn't just about sleeker headlights and a shinier bumper. We're talking about a redesigned interior, new performance specs, smarter tech integrations, and a price tag that might just outplay the competition. So, before you dismiss it as just another mid-cycle refresh, let's take a closer look, because what Tesla's done here might be smarter, bolder, and more calculated than anyone expected. If the intro got your curiosity burning, then let's start where Tesla clearly wants to make a first impression, the exterior. Because this isn't just a subtle nip and tuck. The 2026 Model Y gets what can only be described as a futuristic facelift, one that screams evolution, not revolution, but still turns heads on the freeway. The first thing you'll notice? The front fascia. Gone is the slightly bland, jelly bean-shaped nose of the older Model Y. In its place is a sleeker, more sculpted design that echoes the Model 3 Highland. Tesla's designers have shaved off the softness and added a sharper edge, literally. It's more aerodynamic, more assertive, and yes, more premium. The headlights have been redesigned too, now thinner, meaner, and LED-powered with a signature light signature that gives it a more upscale, futuristic vibe. From the side, it still carries that clean coupe SUV silhouette, but with more refined lines and updated aero wheels that not only improve efficiency, but add a touch of aggression. It's like the Model Y hit the gym, not to bulk up, but to get leaner, faster, and more confident. And around back, the taillights now stretch with more definition, giving the rear a broader, more planted stance. While competitors like the Ford Mustang Mach-E go for bold and sporty, and the Ioniq 5 leans into retrofuturism, the 2026 Model Y feels like it came straight out of a near-future sci-fi film. Not flashy, but undeniably forward-thinking. So, no, it's not a radical departure from the old Model Y, but that's the genius. Tesla didn't need to reinvent the wheel. Instead, they sharpened it. They gave buyers what they already loved and then dialed up the style. Subtly, but smartly. Of course, what's a sleek mou shell without a matching interior? Step inside the 2026 Model Y and you'll quickly realize this isn't just minimalism for minimalism's sake. Tesla's cabin has always been about the less is more philosophy, but now it finally feels like less is working harder. Gone are the days when Tesla's Spartan cabin drew criticism for being too bare bones. In this refresh, Tesla doubles down on the clean aesthetic, but adds layers of practicality and polish that the previous version desperately needed. The centerpiece remains that massive 15.4-inch center screen, now brighter, snappier, and paired with a second display for rear passengers, finally answering a long-standing complaint from families and road trippers. The dashboard is more refined, wrapped in new sustainable materials that don't just look good, they feel good. There's ambient lighting now too. Subtle, customizable, and just enough to give the interior some personality at night without screaming gamer mode. It's like Tesla finally realized that futuristic doesn't have to mean cold. The steering wheel is now a streamlined design, still no traditional gauge cluster, but love it or hate it, that's Tesla's identity. The center console, reworked with better storage, wireless charging that actually holds your phone in place, and smarter cup holders. Yes, even cup holders got the update memo. And when it comes to comfort, this is where Tesla quietly undercuts rivals. The seats are noticeably more plush, more ergonomic. Compared to the stiff minimalism of a Polestar 2 or the tech overload of a Mercedes EQB, the Model Y strikes a new balance. Clean design with daily usability. You're not buried in buttons, but you're also not reaching through menus to find your defrost setting. This is minimalism, finally done with purpose. It's as if Tesla read every Reddit thread, every YouTube comment, and said, "All right, we hear you." But while the cabin now feels more refined and livable, Tesla hasn't forgotten what originally put the Model Y on the map: performance. Because under all that minimalist polish, the 2026 Model Y is still very much a beast in sneakers. Let's get one thing straight. This isn't just an efficient commuter. The long-range dual-motor variant still rockets from 0 to 60 in just 4.8 seconds. That's quicker than a BMW X3 M40i and almost neck and neck with the Mustang Mach-E GT, while still offering a smoother, more linear power curve. It doesn't throw you back in your seat with unnecessary drama, it surges forward like a wave of instant torque precision. Handling? Sharper than ever. Tesla has made subtle adjustments to the suspension geometry, added more chassis rigidity, and refined the ride quality. It feels tighter, more planted, especially in corners. You're no longer dealing with a floaty crossover. This feels like a low-slung, high-torque hatchback with SUV practicality. It's engaging without being punishing. Fast, but still family-friendly. And let's talk range. With the new structural battery pack and software optimizations, the 2026 Model Y long range now boasts up to 320 miles on a full charge. That's a noticeable edge over competitors like the Audi Q4 e-tron and the Nissan Ariya. And while the Hyundai Ioniq 5 comes close, Tesla's supercharger network still gives it a major advantage in real-world usability. What's the point of 300 miles of range if you're constantly hunting for a charger? Even regenerative braking feels more natural this time around, and Tesla's traction control tuning has improved noticeably in wet conditions. It's the kind of polish you don't read in the brochure, but feel the moment you push the accelerator or lift off. So yes, the 2026 Model Y may look cleaner and feel smarter, but under the skin, it's still that silent assassin. Precise, confident, and just fast enough to embarrass anything with a V6 badge. Now, all that power and precision is impressive, but in a Tesla, performance is only half the story. Because where the 2026 Model Y truly starts flexing its muscles is in the tech department. And this time, it's not just about packing in more features, it's about making them work better for real people every day. Tesla's software-first approach has always set it apart, and in this latest update, it feels more polished and intuitive than ever. The main touchscreen interface? Lightning fast, whether you're adjusting climate controls, switching drive modes, or queuing up Spotify. The UI now feels smoother than an iPhone, and that's not an exaggeration. Tesla has also introduced customizable widgets and better voice command recognition, so you're not just tapping through menus, you're talking to your car, and it's finally listening. Autopilot, as expected, remains a cornerstone of the experience, but now with more adaptive intelligence. In city driving, lane changes feel smarter, smoother, less robotic. And while full self-driving, beta, still isn't perfect, and let's be honest, probably won't be for a while, it's undeniably improving. Tesla's playing the long game here, and the Model Y is the testing ground. And speaking of testing grounds, Tesla's new in-car gaming and entertainment suite is miles ahead of what competitors are offering. Rivals like the Ford Mustang Mach-E or even the high-tech Mercedes EQB might give you ambient lighting and a decent sound system, but they can't stream Netflix on a 15-inch screen while parked, or run a full version of Steam. Yes, that's right, you can literally game on this thing. It's wild. Cabin camera? Improved. Sentry mode? Smarter. Software updates? Still over the air and still free. That means the Model Y you buy today will be smarter a year from now without ever visiting a dealership. Show me another brand that can pull that off at this scale. And here's the kicker. Despite all this tech, it doesn't overwhelm you. It's not a spaceship cockpit. It's designed to feel seamless, almost invisible until you need it. That's the real genius here. Technology that feels like a natural extension of the car, not a distraction from the drive. So yes, the 2026 Model Y is smarter, quicker, and sleeker than ever. But here's the real question. How much does all of this futuristic magic actually cost you? Let's talk pricing. Tesla has positioned the Model Y in a surprisingly strategic spot. The base rear-wheel drive variant starts just under $45,000 before incentives. That's right. In a world where EV prices are creeping upward like rent in Manhattan, Tesla just made its best-selling SUV more accessible. Factor in the federal tax credit, and in some states, you're looking at an effective price around $37,000. That's dangerously close to the price of a well-equipped Honda CR-V or Toyota RAV4 hybrid. And yet, the Model Y brings full EV performance, over-the-air updates, and Autopilot into the conversation. But if you want more performance, dual-motor all-wheel drive, and longer range, the long-range version kicks in around $49,000, while the performance trim pushes $53,000. And yes, that puts it squarely in battle with the Ford Mustang Mach-E GT, the Hyundai Ioniq 5 Limited, and even the BMW iX1. But here's the difference. Tesla's ecosystem. No other automaker has a charging network as vast and seamless as Supercharger. No other car gets better after you buy it. And frankly, none of the competition can match the resale value Tesla has managed to maintain. Even with those numbers, the Model Y feels like a premium product with premium-level tech, minus the luxury badge markup. You're not paying for leather stitched by monks or wood harvested from sustainable Scandinavian forests. You're paying for innovation, execution, and future-proofing. Sure, it's not the cheapest EV on the market, but it's one of the smartest financial decisions you can make in this segment, especially if you're planning to keep your car longer than a smartphone contract. So, you're getting premium tech, solid range, and serious performance, all wrapped in a familiar Tesla package and priced to compete. But let's not kid ourselves. The compact electric SUV segment in 2026 is brutal. It's a full-blown battleground. So how does the new Model Y hold its ground? Or better yet, stand out? Let's start with the heavy hitters. The Hyundai Ioniq 5, stylish, futuristic, and impressively well-built. But it still relies on third-party charging, and its software updates feel like they're delivered by snail mail compared to Tesla's lightning-fast OTA system. The Ford Mach-E, it brings performance creds, especially in the GT trim, but step inside and you'll find a cabin that tries to be sporty, yet ends up feeling more Ford than future. Then there's the Volkswagen ID.4, a solid choice for families, sure, but it lacks the kind of emotional pull or brand cachet that Tesla wields like a lightsaber. The Kia EV6, gorgeous and fast, no doubt, but again, it's tied to an ecosystem that doesn't have Tesla's charging infrastructure or the same level of driver assistance tech baked in.
What makes the 2026 Model Y stand out isn't just the specs. It's the system. It's the Tesla experience. The unmatched charging network, the constant stream of updates, the real-world data advantage from millions of vehicles already on the road. Tesla isn't just building cars, it's refining them over and over after they're already in your driveway. That's a value proposition no traditional automaker can match. And let's not forget brand loyalty. In the EV world, Tesla's still the iPhone. Love it or hate it, it's the standard everyone compares against. That halo effect alone makes the Model Y more desirable than many of its challengers. So in a sea of competent EVs, the 2026 Model Y doesn't just stay afloat, it surfs ahead, confidently, electrically, and with a smug little grin that says, yeah, I'm still the one to beat. So, after lining up against every major rival in the EV arena and still managing to flex its muscles, the big question remains, should the 2026 Model Y be your next ride? If you're the kind of driver who craves cutting-edge tech without sacrificing day-to-day usability, this car checks nearly every box. It's not just fast, it's freakishly efficient. It's not just smart, it's continuously getting smarter. And it's not just electric, it's connected to an ecosystem that no other automaker has been able to replicate. Yes, it still has that minimalist interior that polarizes opinion, and sure, the price tag might make some hesitate. But look closer, and what you're paying for isn't just a car. You're buying into a future-forward mobility experience. It's the difference between owning a gadget that fades and one that evolves. The Model Y doesn't scream for attention, it earns it. Quietly confident, aggressively capable, and unapologetically Tesla. For families, commuters, and tech enthusiasts alike, it might just be the most balanced EV on the market right now. So is it right for you? Well, if you value performance that doesn't burn fuel, software that doesn't go obsolete, and design that dares to ditch the past, then yes, this isn't just a smart buy, it's a statement. And if you've made it this far into the video, you clearly care about making smart decisions. So do us and yourself a favor. Hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and let us know in the comments, would you pick the Model Y over its rivals? Or has another EV caught your eye? Either way, we'll be here to break it all down. This is Car Today Reviews, and we'll see you on the road.